Good evening. Sorry, not a good start. Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn here, the Go Live Granny, also known as Livestream Lynn. And I am a tad late, but I'm a tad late because I was over on the Ladies Go live stream. I was actually guesting on the Tina of Ladies Go Live on her page, and it was too good an opportunity not to jump in there. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit late, and I'm just going to hang on. Hi Sharon, nice to see you. So I am just sorry. I'm just going to share this. Because I've hopped over now. I'm moving from my personal page to live stream on my business page. I'm going to be building my brand over here. And so just going to share that, folks. Hi, Janet, you found me. And I'm late. So sorry, those of you just coming in, I'm late because I was in the Ladies Go Live broadcast, and it was a good opportunity to be in there. So I'm just going to share this when I can find where it is. Just share this because people may not know, I've started broadcasting over here. And of course, once again, the computer's going to play up, isn't it? So that's not very helpful. But anyway, those of you in the live stream will know what day we're recording. But if you're watching in the future, it is Thursday, the 23rd of August, 2018. It's been an awesome week. Lots going on here on the Isle of Wight. A very busy start to the week where we were getting votes in like mad to become the top carnival in the country. We achieved that, and we now have the bragging rights for that. Hang on, I think, here we are. Yes, look, I'm just going to share this, folks. Sorry. Where am I going to share it? I'm going to share it to a page. I'm going to share it to my timeline so other people can come and join us, because I just hopped over to my business page because I could. And there we go. Actually, no, where do I need to share it on a page? Share it on my timeline. There we are. So anyway, some of you will have seen me live streaming earlier. I was down in the town because this weekend, just coming into the weekend, and it is scooter weekend here on the Isle of Wight. Hang on, sorry folks, I'll be with you in a second. There we go. Let's just share that. Yes, so scooter weekend, and some of you will have seen me down on the seafront talking to some of the scooterists. In fact, it's not only scooter weekend, there's just so much going on the Isle of Wight this weekend. I think I'm going to meet myself coming back, actually. So hang on, there we go. I'm just tagging, whoops. No, that's not what I want to do. Isn't it funny when you hit the wrong button and it tags the wrong person? So not to worry. Anyway, hopefully some people will come across in a minute. Yes, so that was it. Scooter weekend. It's a steam show down at at Haven Street. We have the steam show going on. What else do we have? We've got Cows Carnival on Saturday evening. Because so many people have been seeing me out and about live streaming, I've now got some of the charity people asking me if I will go and do their events. So I've been asked to do a charity event on Saturday. So I'm hoping to get over and do that. There's just so many things. I think I need a motorized buggy now. I need something to get me from one place to the next. And then another person with another charity wants to meet up with me next week. But what's so nice about all that, of course, is that it's using social media for social good. It's something that I can do to help the community. So where I can do it, I will. When is Ride Carnival? Right, Janet, Ride Carnival, we have 3 carnivals. We have the Children's Carnival on Wednesday at 3. And so I'm doing that. And then I'm going to nip over to Sandown for the Illuminated Carnival, which is probably about 8:30 or 9. I'll put the times in when I've confirmed what they are. But in between then, I'm probably meeting up with Laura who Facebook friends we've been for 8 years, and we briefly met the other day, but I think we're going to meet for a cup of tea. There's another lady now from a charity who wants to meet me to see whether I can help to promote the charity, and then it'll be the Illuminated Carnival. So that's Wednesday. So the children's one on Wednesday. The main Ride Carnival is on Thursday the 30th, and the Illuminated Carnival is on Saturday the 1st. I think the main one starts at it's either 6:30 or 7. And the other one is I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll have to find out. Okay, so we'll have to see when that is. So yeah. Okay. Sorry, folks. So let's have a look and see. I think. Whoops. I'm just tagging people so that they know where I am. I think some people don't know where I've gone. They'll probably be looking for me on the wrong channel. And so never mind. Let's see. I don't know. Whoops. What was nice just now when I was live streaming with the Ladies That Go Live. And for those of you who don't know, the Ladies Go Live is a group. Hi Tracy, nice to see you. The Ladies That Go Live is that's a group of 3 ladies who are encouraging lots of people to go live, and they were broadcasting, and they're broadcasting about they were broadcasting about mental health issues. And if any of you have got friends in America, I implore you, if you can, to share this link, because let's share that, because Tina, who I was just live streaming with, she helped us massively with share. Actually, all the Ladies That Go Live do. Lottie in Ireland, and Tina and Jen both in America. They were pushing the votes for Ride Carnival, and so I think it's only fair that in return we help them. Unfortunately for them, they can only have American votes. So if you know anybody in America who would be willing to vote, and I think they can vote more than once in this. I think they can vote up to, I think she said up to 10 times, but they can, but at least get people voting. For us, we could have global votes when we were doing our thing, but they can only, it's American votes and over 18s. So can vote daily. Oh look, they can vote daily. Yes, so they can do more than one. They can do more than one vote. So if you do have American friends, please share that, because that would be awesome, because they were helping us. And so, as I say, I've had a lazy day again. Some of you will know that I had most of you will know that I had a really manic week this week. So yesterday I had a lie-in. Today I had a lovely long lie-in. And then I worked from home, and I finally went out at 5:30 this evening. And I went down to the seafront to record. Hi, Janet. To record to live stream the scooterists, because although I am not interested in scooters, I'm interested in people, and there are a lot of people who do like the scooters. So I thought I'd go down and meet some of the scooterists. Yesterday when I was down there, some of you will have seen that I was photobombed by a scooterist. And so they are very good. Lazy days are very good. And I'm having to refresh and recharge, Tracy, because if you saw my diary for what's ahead, it's just manic. I was just saying, just before you came into the broadcast, I've got so many things now going into the diary. And also I've got people asking me to help with charities, which is perfectly fine. If I can get to them, I will do them. I think, as I say, I need a motorised pair of roller skates or something to get me round faster. I mean, I do pretty well, I think, anyway, but some of them now are backing up. You know, things are going back to back, and I've got to move from one place to another fairly quickly if I want to do as many live streams as people want me to do. And I don't mind. I don't mind doing as many as I am humanly able to. So there is the Kesey Kindness in charity. Little girl was murdered last year in East Cowes, and they're doing fundraising and things around that. And I have said I will go over there, so I've got to get to East Cowes. Some of these issues are around bus timetables, because of course some of the buses here on the island only go 1 an hour, and to get to East Cowes it's only 1 an hour. But if I can get out, if I can refresh and recharge, I can get up, out and early and get over there. I also want to get back to live stream the Scooterists. Then I also want to be at Cowes in the evening to do the Illuminated Carnival. And I think I remember somebody wanted to meet me in Newport as well. So that would work well when I'm going over to Cowes. I have to go through Newport, so perhaps I can time something there as well. So it is getting a bit manic, but I'm loving it. I'm thriving on it. It's amazing. There we are. Yes, absolutely. No, I need a motorised one. I think a kiddies one's no good. I think so. I need something motorised. I could just see me mad wacky granny on the back. On it, maybe one of the scooterists will give me a lift. I don't know. I'm not a scooter person. I think I would be absolutely terrified on the back of a scooter. I think I once did have a ride on the back of a scooter and I was terrified. I don't really see it as me. Maybe somebody could get some wonderful business. Maybe one of the local businesses would sponsor me in a car. They did it. It's been done before when I was trading, when my White Buzz group was thriving, and I've sort of let it slip. It's my own fault, but I'm too busy with other things. But when it was absolutely thriving years ago, I had the opportunity to trade in Cowes Week on the Esplanade, and so, but on my own I couldn't actually afford the pitch because they charge a huge amount of money. But as a team effort, we could do it. And so what I did, I thought outside the box and said, right, okay, if every member put £20 in the pot, we can afford this. And so what I did, I went to Cowes. None of the businesses had to come unless they wanted to come on the stand. And so I traded in. I was in Cowes every day for a week. Going backwards, going in the morning, coming home in the evening, absolutely getting exhausted. But I was more than happy to promote all the businesses that had chipped in £20 because that's what I do. I love sharing what other people do. And I have earned the nickname of Connection Queen. Hang on a sec. Oh, sorry, folks. So I have earned the name of Connection Queen because of the way that my brain works and I connect this person with that person. And I was very fortunate at that time that somebody at Nissan Leaf, the Nissan car people, Staddleston's actually was the garage here, hang on. Staddleston's garage in Ryde, they had a chap working there called Chris at the time. He doesn't work there anymore, unfortunately. But he was there and he could see that I was posting stuff on social media and that I was having trouble with buses. And he could see that also that I was going to be trading on Cowes Week. So he messaged me and he said, have you got a driving licence? And I said, yes, I have. And I still do have a current driving licence. I'm not that age where they make me go and have another test yet. That's a little way off. That's another 2 years away. 2 years and 2 weeks, I think, something like that. And so I still have my driving licence. And so I said to him, yes, I have a driving licence, but I just don't have a car. And he said, would you like to borrow the Nissan Leaf for a week? Nissan Leaf, of course, is an electric car. So the beauty of that is I didn't even have to fill it with petrol. It was, about 2p a mile it costs. So that was, that was pretty. Oh, don't they test you? I don't know what they do. Or do you might just have to renew the licence. I'm not quite sure, Janet, but that's 2 years away anyway. Maybe I can have a chauffeur by then. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But I'm not in the financial league of hiring a chauffeur at the moment. You never know what happens over the next 2 years. Anyway, so I borrowed this Nissan Leaf. Unfortunately, they did not give me one that was branded. I'm good at promoting people, but if you give me a plain white car that doesn't say which garage you are, very difficult for me to show it off and promote it. When I always park strategically when I've got a vehicle. I used to sell children's books and I had a van with my logo, with the logo of the company and all my details. Right, thanks, Janet. all my details on it, and I always park strategically. I'd always find a space on the end of a row, or very strategically. I never parked in between vehicles, if, you know, because the side of it, that was my notice board. So why show, you know, free advertising? Well, it wasn't free because I had to pay to do it, but once I'd had it done, you know, park strategically, don't hide. So that's what I, you know, I did with my van. But they gave me a plain white Nissan Leaf. I did promote it and I told people about it, but it was more difficult when it's plain white. Anyway, so I had it for a week. Of course, it was needing charging up overnight, and the trouble was that I was getting later and later getting home, and that there was less and less time to charge it. And so one night I was coming back from, I think it was about the Thursday night, I was coming back from Cowes with the Nissan. And I realised, and it's only electric. There's not a choice to have some petrol and flip over if you're going to run out of electricity. So I could see that I was going to have a problem. I didn't think I'd get right home with the electricity that was available. So I thought, oh, right, okay, quick, what can I do? You can't just go and get a can of electricity. It doesn't work like that, of course. Not like if you run out of petrol, totally different ballgame. Excuse me, just a second. So I thought, oh, what do I do? So then I realised, so I stopped the car. I made a phone call to a friend. I rang her on her mobile, so I had to say to her, I had a friend who lived in Wootton. Now, Wootton is between Cowes and Ryde. I worked out I could probably get to Wootton, but not all. Although Wootton's not very far from Ryde, I reckoned I wouldn't get all the way. So I rang this friend on her mobile and I said to you, where are you? Are you home? And she said, yes, I am. I said, oh, can I come and plug my car in? And can I come and have a cup of tea? And can I plug my car in? You know, like, normally people say, can I plug my phone in? On this occasion, it was, can I plug my car in? And she said, yes, of course, no problem. So I went round to her. She was also a person who didn't mind me driving on her grass because I had to pull right up to her front window in order to push the lead through the window. No, I don't have a car, Janet. I can't afford to run a car. That's why I don't have one. And I have a free bus pass. So that's why I need, you know, with all the running around, I do it all by bus at the moment. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. That little cold come along from somewhere. No. And so, yeah, and so I managed to, I went to have a cup of tea with my lovely friend Nicola. And while I was having tea, the car charged up enough for me to get the last way home, you know, the last bit home. So I did manage to get home with it. So I had that car I had it for a week, and then I had to give it back. And then obviously I was back on the bus and doing things like that. But I do an awful lot of charity work. And at that time, I was, a bit after that, I was doing a lot of work for the hungry and homeless. There was a project called the Open Arms Project, which was to do with the hungry and homeless in Ryde. And of course, lots of people were offering us all sorts of things like tins of food, and then maybe duvets and sleeping bags and all the sorts of things, and clothes that the people on the streets might find useful. And that was great. But I had before Lilac Lil, I had one of those much smaller trolleys, and there was only so much that you could actually get in those. And so I was a bit restricted as to what I could gather up. So then one day, I said it on my social media. I said, I made it quite apparent to my tribe that I was going to go and ask Nissan Staddlestons if I could borrow the car. And I think some people, hi Juliet, I think some people thought I was absolutely loopy. Hi Nathan, I think people thought I was absolutely loopy, you know, going up to Staddlestons and going to have the cheek to ask for a car. And I know that the giggly granny I used to work with back then, she really couldn't understand why they might want to give me a car. Anyway, I I kept on saying I was going, but I procrastinated. And then one day, one of my friends said, come on, Lynn, I'm taking you to Staddleston's. We're going to go and ask about that car. So that was it. I couldn't get out of it anymore. I said I was going to do it. I hadn't done it. I was procrastinating. And here was the opportunity to go and do it. So, right, okay, bite the bullet. And so my friend took me and we got there. We hadn't announced we were coming. So we got there and the boss was a bit busy. So he came out and he said, oh, I apologise that I'm busy. Go and, get a cup of coffee because there's a coffee machine there. Go and get a cup of coffee and I'll be with you in a short while. So while he was busy, we got a cup of coffee and it was so funny because we sat down. There's a little waiting area there with a table and some stuff on the table. And on the table was a child's colouring book. And on the page was open and on it, this was really weird. There was a leaf and a bee, and it was a dot-to-dot book. Now they call me. I did order the card. Yes, Nathan, it should be here tomorrow. Sorry. So on this book, the book was open on the table, and as I say, it was a dot-to-dot book. There's a bee and there was a leaf. Well, I saw this as totally good sign because they used to call me Mummy Buzz. I ran a group called White Buzz, so they called me Mummy Buzz, as in the bee. So there's the bee. Hi Ian, nice to see you. And so that was Mummy Buzz. That's one of the nicknames I had, but they also call me the Connection Queen, and I joined the dots. So this was a dot-to-dot book. So there we go. We've got the bee, we got the dot-to-dot. But do you remember what I said the picture was of? It was a bee on a leaf. Well, the car I was going to ask for was the Nissan Leaf. So this was actually looking very good to me. I actually had a very good feeling about this, that I was going to go and ask to borrow a car, for some time, not just for a day, for some time to do this charity work. And I had a really good feeling. So anyway, the boss finished his appointment and he came over and he said, how can I help you? And I said, well, I'm doing this charity work. It's very difficult with my little trolley. As I say, it was smaller than Lilac Lil. It was a small trolley. I said, I can't keep collecting up all this food and all this stuff in this little trolley. How about you lend me the Nissan Leaf? And I mean, some people I think were absolutely gobsmacked that I could have the cheek to go and ask for the Leaf. Anyway, so I did. Look, there's two answers. There's yes or there's no. And I believe in you don't ask, you don't get. So I asked. So anyway, he didn't dismiss the idea out of hand. And he looked at me and he said, well, and I said, in return, I will obviously advertise your car, but I do want a car that's branded. Because I said last time you gave me the Nissan, it was plain white and more difficult to promote. So anyway, he said, well, I've got to think about this, he said, because I've got to work out whether you're better than the county press. I don't think there was any contest, actually, because the county press is a newspaper, a static newspaper that actually doesn't talk. And, of course, you may have noticed, folks, that I don't stop talking. So I didn't see it as any contest. Anyway, he said, give him a week and he'd get back to me. Well, he didn't get back to me, so I got back to him. And the long story short was he said yes. He said yes, I could have the car and I could borrow it for 3 months. Bee leaf. Oh, I love it. Oh, Julia, I love that. Yeah, absolutely. So I had the Nissan Leaf for 3 months. And that was absolutely amazing because I was able, with the other giggly granny who I used to work with on this project, we giggled our way round. I used social media to get in the food. She was more prolific in that actually going out and talking to people, although I talked, but I was doing social media, she was doing the offline stuff, and we had an amazing time. We gathered up loads of stuff. We also had We were able to go out with friends coming in the car as well with us, and I had a Facebook page called A Day in the Life of the Nissan Leaf. So I was promoting the Leaf wherever we went. If anybody looked at it, because it was all branded on the side, if anybody looked at it, I'd say to them, "Good night, Janet." I'd say to them, you know, "Do you want to have a look inside? Do you want?" And somebody wanted to know how big the boot was. I jumped out and I said, "All right, look, you know, let me show you." And I was answering all sorts of questions. And so, you know, I did really promote it. Unfortunately, the garage didn't actually pick up on that promotion. I know people went to the garage as a result of what I did, but I'm not quite sure how good the process was of the garage actually following on from that. Anyway, the upshot was I was cheeky enough to ask for a car, and they gave it to me for 3 months. I did go to another garage once, and they were very up for letting me have a car. And then one of those not so nice people jumped in and decided to actually put a little spoke in that wheel. And so that, although the guy was very keen when I spoke to him, all of a sudden that changed. Never mind, that's the way of the world. There will be some people who don't want you to succeed. And you say, okay, right, that one didn't work. Let's go somewhere else. Let's do something else. And it's always about pushing forward, moving on. And, right. Oh, well, enjoy your spa weekend, Janet. That sounds very, very nice. I met some people from Bristol today. Some of the scooterists were from Bristol that I spoke to earlier. So have a lovely time on that one. And do keep watching in whenever you get a break, because I will be live streaming all over the weekend. And don't forget, of course, the live streams stay on here, or they are going to YouTube. Now, I will tell you, I've got a YouTube channel. I've got one in my name, Lynn Blackledge, and I've got the Isle of Wight.live one. And the amazing thing is, lots and lots of people have been viewing those, and I've not promoted them at all. So the thing is, when you search for carnivals, when you search for Mardi Gras, when you search for various things, those videos come up because YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. And I keep trying to convince more and more people to do their live streams, put them on Facebook and put them up to YouTube, because the proof is that, you know, people are finding me. Hi, Marie. People are finding me without me actually promoting the YouTube channel. I've been promoting the Facebook page because I wanted the stats there to go up, but actually I had some amazing stats this week on the live streams, because lots more people have been joining in since we did the voting at the weekend. I have just now come over to this channel, so tonight there don't seem to be so many people because I don't think everybody knows where I am. If you like this page, because this is my business page, my business Lynn Blackledge page, and if you like this page, then it should give you a notification. But a lot of people won't yet have seen that I've hopped over here. So if anybody wants to share this broadcast so that people can see where I am, I did share it, but maybe, maybe not everybody saw it. So I don't know. It doesn't matter, because we'll just educate everybody to come over here. The thing is that over here I can build my brand, and that's what my son advised me to do, and I take a lot of his advice because he gives very good advice, especially on social media. And so anyway, so here I am over here, and as I say, I will be very, very busy live streaming. So today I went down and did the scooterists, and then I went across to Long John's to have some dinner. Long John's is a very, very reasonably priced restaurant, and I went over and I had a roast dinner. I live on my own and I never cook myself a roast, and I thought actually that was a little treat. I could deserve it was because it was so reasonably priced, I could go and have that. So that was rather nice. And then they were very busy in there, but that didn't matter because I was updating my social media while I was in there. So I never sit idle and saying, oh, where's my dinner got to? They're taking far too long or anything like that. They were cooking to order, and they were busy. It was a night when a lot of people in town, loads of people, and that's really nice to see our local businesses very very brimming with business. And I mean, this weekend, there are going to be so many people in Ryde. It's fantastic. I'm loving it because, of course, it's helping our businesses to survive. So Scooter Weekend goes on. Some scooterists here today. Not full yet. Down on Western Gardens, it wasn't full. There were just a few of them there that I saw. But tomorrow, there will be a lot more. And Saturday, so tomorrow's Friday, Saturday it will be very busy down there. Loads and loads and loads of music events going on in all our pubs and nightclub areas, any of those. I have seen so many adverts. Where am I going to be live streaming from over the weekend? Right. I will be live streaming on Saturday morning. I'm going down to East Cowes. I've got to work out the bus times. But that somebody from the Keysy Kindness charity asked me if I would go and live stream. They've got a fun day down there. That's from 11 till 3, Juliet. These events, everything I see, I attach to the Isle of Wight.live page. So have a look there to see, because lots of things. So I'm going to be live streaming from there. Then I'll possibly come back into Ryde. I don't know what time I'm going there. It's between 11 and 3, so I've got to decide. And then I want to live stream some of the scooterists on Saturday as well. And then I also need to be in Cowes for the illuminated procession in the evening. So I'm still deciding what I'm doing where. Somebody, I think, wanted to see me in Newport. So, of course, going from Ryde to Cowes, if I can fit in a meeting with somebody in Newport on the way there, that will work very well. So that's sort of Saturday sewn up. Sunday, not quite sure. Scooterists, we got the scooterists, we got the steam show at Haven Street. I've forgotten what else is on. I've got to look and see for the plan for Sunday. Monday, it's St Helens Carnival. Oh, I know Sunday I need to be around to do the ride out. The ride out, all the scooterists do a ride out, I think at about 1 o'clock on Sunday. So God willing, I will be able to do that. I think going up somewhere near Apley is probably a good place to catch that. So that would be a good live stream. Although, as I say, I don't know anything about scooters. I'm learning. I was talking to some lovely people down. You're going to... Oh, right, okay. Let me know, Juliet, what sort of time you're going down there, and maybe we can link up. Be quite nice if we do. I'm obviously very dependent on the buses, and of course there's only 1 hour going in, and then it depends whether I'm going back to Ryde or back to Newport as to which bus I catch coming out again. So that, that's nice. As I said earlier, somebody else wants to meet up with me to cover another charity event because, of course, there was so much exposure to the live streaming last weekend when we were getting the votes in that more and more people have noticed actually how powerful the live streaming is. Hi, Mark. Nice to see you. You found me over here. I've come over from the personal page to the business page so that I can build my brand better. And so I'm glad you found me. I don't think everybody's found me yet. But this is where I will be doing most of my live streams. It's either Isle of Wight Live over on the Isle of Wight Live page, or it will be here in future. So if you want to get notifications, then you need to have liked the page. And I did notice a lot of people liking the page in the last day or so. Me, I'm absolutely fine, Mike. I've been sort of telling everybody a bit about my day. My day, actually, I had a very lazy day. I'll just go over this again. I had a lazy day, refreshing and recharging, because from now on over the weekend, it's going to be manic. And I'm going to be running here, there and everywhere. And, I just need to make sure I keep myself recharged and I don't burn out. But I'm absolutely loving all this. And so, it's just amazing. And now, actually, somebody's just popped in there. Yes. Oh, I'm going to give an advance. I'm going to give a notice out now. And somebody, because there's a lot of, you're still up. Do you know, Janet? I don't know. I think, I'm not quite sure, Janet. I'll let you know because I've got to look up and see. Thanks for all the love coming in. I've got to look up and see when St Helens Carnival is. I have a feeling it's something like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Not sure. I've just had somebody just pop in my inbox to remind me that they're on the 2nd of September. So this is not this weekend, but the following weekend. St John's Club are having a fete at Oakfield Football, Oakfield FC, I presume that's football club, in Slade Road in Ryde, and that's going to be an event, and that's John's Club supports adults with learning and or mental health disabilities. They do a fantastic job, and that's got, so I might try and get there and live stream that. 1st of September in the evening is the Illuminated Carnival. 2nd of September is this John's Club event fete. Stalls, entertainment, discos, barbecues, raffles, tombolas, games, bouncy castles, refreshments, fancy dress competition, entertainment, disco, double take, duo, barbecue, and then they are also asking for donations of books, bric-a-brac, teddies, clothes, toys, DVDs, raffle prizes, etc. Always gratefully received for our fundraising events and charity shop. Yes, they have a charity shop as well. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for the love coming in. It's always lovely. Actually, I feel, so I don't know what's the word. It's just lovely that all this love. Right, Ron Hollis knows the times of the carnival. I don't know Ron Hollis, but let's see. Actually, I might be able to find the time of the carnival. Because I'm over on this channel, some of the carnival people perhaps they haven't come over yet, and so, or they might all be busy out doing other things. So let's see if I Google it. Why don't we Google it? Because Google is my best friend. Did you know that? It's amazing that I think Google's only failed me once. Oh, he's part of Rent-A-Colour. See, I don't know all the names of everybody. I'm getting better. I met another lovely lady from the ride team. I don't know all the ride team yet, and I should know the ride team, shouldn't I? Right, let's see if this. Look, St Helens Carnival 2018. Here we are. Let's see if this is the right one. St Helens Carnival. Here we go. Let's see. Right. No, that's not right because it says the 4th of February and it's a Roman Catholic church. I think I got that one wrong. Google presented me with a load and I clicked on the wrong one. So let's go Googling again. Unless somebody else can Google it for me and find it quicker than me. Let's have a look. Let's make this a team effort. Right, Google. Let's go to Google again. There we go. He knows me. Yes, I'm sure I know which is Ron. I'm sure I know Ron. I'm sure I know Ron. I get a bit muddled up. Don't forget I'm a granny, so I'm allowed to be a little bit dizzy. I have a friend who calls me dizzy. He says I've been dizzy, but he's been telling me I've been dizzy for about 10 years. So, and not to worry. Right, let's go to Google. Oh dear. I know if Matt was in here. Hi, Barbara. If Matt was in here, he'd be able to tell us. If Shania was in here, she'd be able to tell us. They're all carnival people, but perhaps they're all out, on the razzle or having an early night. So let's try again. St Helens Carnival, Isle of Wight. Let's put the Isle of Wight bit in, and then we might get the right thing. Let's have a look. So is it? Yes, looks like it. Let's see if we can find the right one. Here we go. Google Ron Hollis used to live in Shanklin and looks like Shrek. Oh, right, okay. Righty-ho. Here we are, St Helens Carnival. Judging at 5:45, move off at 6:30, it says. This is on a, which page is this? Oh, this is on Visit Isle of Wight. Mind you, they had one of the carnivals wrong, so maybe we ought to do a double take on this one. It's well over 100 years old. It's one of the oldest carnivals in the country. I know that Ryde is the oldest in the country. There we go. So that should be. I thought it was earlier than that, but anyway, there you go. I think they're probably having. I don't know if they're having activities on the green. Let's go, because that doesn't tell any more. That's all it says. Very little information on the Visit Isle of Wight page. That's interesting, isn't it? Because Visit Isle of Wight is our marketing department for the island. And actually, you'd think they'd have more information there. But, Oh, well, please see the website for more details. So it means see the St Helens website. So let's go over to the St Helens Facebook page. Here we go. St Helens Sports and Carnival. Oh, that's better. Here we go. We've got, and actually, let's give their page some love. They've only got 213 people liking their page. So I think we need to give them some love, don't you? I'm doing a brilliant job. Do you know what, Mike? If you think I'm doing a brilliant job, wouldn't mind you dropping a testimonial in, either on my business page or over on Isle of Wight, because actually that's rather nice. And then I'm working on actually trying to get something going somewhere else, and the more testimonials I have, the better that will be. So if you think I'm doing a good job, then just drop one in. You know, I'm not saying that everybody has to, but you know, I could feel the love. I'm working hard. Thank you, Mike. Mike, we must meet up. Have we met before? I can't remember. Because you know, I keep talking to lots of new people, and some of the scooterists today went sent you a pic. Oh, somebody, you've just sent me where is that? Oh, let's have a look. She sent me that's wonderful, Tracy. This is what I love. This is teamwork makes the dream work. So wait a minute. Where did you send it, Tracy? It's not come through. Where would that be? Is it on the oh, I see. Yes, I see where it is, Tracy. Let's have a look. She's just sent me that. Let's have a look and find it. And I think, as I say, I think the times for the ride carnival are 3 o'clock. Right, let's have a look. Tracy sent this to me. Let's open that up, then I can tell you. This, as I say, this is teamwork making the dream work. Right, there we go. Whoops. So, St Helens is, yes, 6:30. Thank you. Oh, that's right, Mike. That's right. You did tell me that we'd met. I actually can't place you necessarily, but probably when I see you, I say, oh, yes. I'm not so good on names some of the time. That's right. You used to work. You said you worked with Nikki when Nikki was there. That's it. And you know, I'm going to tell that story of how I came into the ride castle and how I first met Nikki. Gosh, I tell you how long ago it was I met Nikki. It was when my twin granddaughters were little. They were in a pram, and they're now 11 and just about to go to high school. But my daughter was on the island with the twins, and we were walking along, having a walk along the esplanade, and we were cold. And we came into the ride castle for a cup of tea or a cup of hot chocolate or whatever it was. And as we came in, Nikki was just... That is going back, but I can place it because I remember Nikki and I met because she actually loved the twins. She saw the twins in the pram and actually I remember her cooing at the twins. So they were quite small. They were in there, not in a pushchair, I don't believe. I think they were in their pram. So absolutely. So do you remember the day we came in as well? I don't know. But you know, those twins now, they've just got their new uniform and they're off to high school. Now, how amazing is that? I don't know where that time went. And my little grandson, he starts school. He's just left nursery. He starts big school. And that reminds me, I've got a knitting project to do because I want to make, I've got a little knitted toy, and of course I haven't been doing my knitting. Some of you will know that I do lots of knitting. The newer ones might not know. Yeah, showing you age. And I've got a little knitting pattern to make a little schoolboy. And so I've got to knit that and get it sent to him. And gosh, I must do that this week because he goes to school, I think, on the 4th of September or around then sometime, and it needs to have been knitted and sent. So I must get on that case. And if Nathan's still watching, Nathan's waiting for some things to be knitted for the 2nd. I'm on the case. I am, honestly, I'll get there. And so, yeah, I must get on with that. So anyway, so we're all right there on carnival time. So Sandown, oh, here we are. Sandown Illuminated is at 8:30. And then Ride Illuminated... Do you know, I can't see what ride because they've got something. Wait a minute. They got something. Oh, hang on. Can I enlarge the picture? If I can enlarge the picture. They got some writing across where it says ride carnival time. Now, wait a minute. I think it says, it's got writing that says Seymour. Hello, Margaret. It's got writing that says Seymour right across. Look, I'll show you, folks. I'll show you how that's not very helpful. It's helpful to thank you. But look, down the bottom there, where it's here, whoops, here, that's the time of Ride Carnival, and it says see more on it, and I can't see more because it's got writing over the top of it. I think it says 6:30. Whoops, whoops, that's, you don't want to see. Don't want to see all the mess over the other side. Right, so there we go. Okay, so I think it's 6:30 for the main carnival, and Ride Esplanade, Ride Illuminated is at 8:30 on the 1st of September. Okay, so I think, and of course, Saturday night, Cowes Illuminated is 9 p.m. So it's 9 p.m. And I wonder if I'll do what I did for Cowes. I was in Cowes the other day for their main carnival, and I went up to Crossfield Avenue where it starts, and I did a live stream just chatting along with them before they got on their floats. And then I live streamed the carnival, and it went off one way. And I decided to nip back. I'll go home, I'll get the bus, and I'll go round the other way. But as I came round the other way, I met the carnival coming in the next bit of the town. So I live streamed it again. And then it went on its way. So I thought, I'll nip down here and go down to the Red Jet and get the bus, or wherever I could get the bus from, and go round. And as I got down to the town, I met it again. So I actually live streamed Cowes Main Carnival 3 times, 3 different live streams. But it was always nice because there's always something extra that, you know, you might see. And so that may happen again this time. So I might catch 3 live streams if I'm quick off the mark. And actually, the people in the carnival said, "How did you get round so fast?" And actually, I was in my final stream. I was saying to people, "Yes, I'm like a bad penny, keep popping up." And somebody who was watching the live stream or watched the replay obviously had an issue with me saying it. But actually, it's my broadcast, and I can say what I like in my broadcast. And if they don't like it, they don't have to watch, you know, because it's not okay to be rude and criticise for me when I actually give up my time to do all these things. And I can see so much love coming in there. That's really great. So anyway, I'm going to go in a minute because I need to keep refreshing and recharging. Otherwise, I won't be able to keep going. I do value you coming in and spending your time with me. It's amazing. I also have to have time to keep downloading these videos and get them uploaded up to YouTube. And actually, I'm doing so many live streams that I'm making it difficult for myself. But never mind, we'll get there. So let's just read out of my Butterfly Whispers. And it's my lovely friend Tina's birthday today. Tina's the lovely lady who helped me go grain-free and helped my skin to get much better. And actually, if she hadn't done that, I wouldn't be running around doing all these live streams because I just couldn't do it. My health had was not good, and I couldn't run around. But now, went grain-free, and it's made my legs got better, and I'm now fit and healthy, way fitter and healthier than I was about 7 years ago. So anyway, let's go on to Butterfly Whispers, this lovely book that I keep reading from. And so I saw my artist friend again yesterday, and she greeted me, "Ah, Butterfly Lady," and smiled. "I told my friends about your butterfly message and about having the choice, and they like it very much. Thank you again." Wow, I was so excited I couldn't wait to tell Bran. She thinks my message is important, she told her friends. Something I feel so passionately about is now being passed around Spain. I love it. Just imagine if someone who hears the saying, "It's your choice," at just the right time in life, how massive that would be. I think I'm not sure if I read yesterday's message. I'm going to go back to yesterday's because this is a follow-on from yesterday's, and I just want to get that right. I learned yesterday that to a stranger I count. Yesterday I met a remarkable woman called Anna, a foreign lady earning her way in life as an artist. I did read it actually, but I've forgotten. In a holiday location. What is so remarkable about her art is she creates the most amazing pictures by using coloured spray paints in a can. I asked her to create a special one for me as I loved what she did and wanted to give her the work. I chose the colours and the style. I chose a lady with butterfly wings on a picturesque sunset with the odd floating butterfly and the words, "It's your choice," at the top. She loved it so much she got her colleague to take a photo of it. She asked me why I chose what I did. I explained, you can choose to be the cocoon or the butterfly. Anna smiled and said, thank you for the lesson. With limited language, so much can be said. With limited language, so much can be said with a beautiful picture. So that was yesterday. So this is it. I saw my artist friend again yesterday and she greeted me, beautiful, butterfly lady, and smiled. I told my friends about your butterfly message, about having the choice, and they like it very much. Thank you again. Wow, I was so excited I couldn't wait to tell Brian. She thinks my message is important, she told her friends. Something I feel so passionately about is now being passed around Spain. I love it. Just imagine if someone who hears the saying, it's your choice, at just the right time in life, how massive that would be. Never underestimate what you feel is important. If it is important to you, you own it with such passion, it becomes powerful. Live with passion. And as you know, I am very passionate about many things. Passionate about my beautiful Isle of Wight, passionate about the people who live here, passionate about helping others, and lots of passion. And so, it works for me. And then, of course, lots of you are sharing that passion, so that's amazing. Anyway, I am going to go and refresh and recharge, and I will then hopefully be fit and ready to do some more live streaming tomorrow. Do come back to this channel because this is where I'm going to be live streaming. I think some people haven't found us tonight because the numbers have dropped. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if anybody is out there. It's worth broadcasting. And actually there may be more watching. There are a lot of people. If I'm not connected with you on Facebook, if we're not Facebook friends, people can watch without me knowing they're watching. So it's not until I finish the broadcast that I see the viewing numbers. But it doesn't matter about the numbers. It's just about the message and sharing what we have to share. So anyway, you can hear my voice is going croaky, so I need to go and rest it. I love you lots. See you all again soon. See you all in the next broadcast very soon. Bye.